Well, good morning. Welcome to another episode of Ian Smissen's Photography. This morning I'm heading to Belgrave in the outer east of Melbourne to a famous tourist attraction in Melbourne, Puffing Billy. It's a restored steam train line, and there's a lovely trestle bridge that goes over a little creek, and you can get a great photograph of the train going across the trestle bridge from the side of the road. So I'm going to have a go at getting that. So that's the plan for the day. It's currently 5:15 in the morning and it's pouring with rain, but rain and cloud will be a good thing for the shot at Puffing Billy because it's in a forest, and the contrast there is just way too high if it's bright sunshine, and I won't be able to use HDR on a moving train. So I'm going to concentrate on driving now and catch up with you when we get to Puffing Billy at Belgrave. Bye. So welcome to the Trestle Bridge over Monbulk Creek. It's about half an hour away from when, and apologies for the road noise, it's about half an hour away from when the train leaves the station at Belgrave, and we're a few minutes down the track here. I'm going to show you what I've got set up here. If I switch to video, you can see that I'm running the trestle bridge from the top right corner here all the way down onto the left hand side of the image. I've taken a couple of test shots here to try and work out the best combination of aperture and shutter speed. The train moves across the bridge quite slowly, so I don't need a really fast shutter speed, but I do need it fast enough to try and freeze the train to get it quite sharp in the frame. I can get away with f8 because the close-up trestle on the right-hand side is far enough away that f8 will give me a depth of field that covers full focus from the trees in the background all the way up to the foreground on the right-hand side. And it's quite dull here at the moment, and I'm assuming it will still be the case in half an hour, but that's meant that I've had to change up the ISO to 1600 to get a shutter speed of around a 50th and a 60th of a second, depending on just how light it is. The clouds are moving quite fast, it's quite windy here, So the clouds are moving quite fast over here, and every now and then you get a little light patch that goes in front of the sun, which is just over behind my right shoulder, and that lightens up the scene a bit. So around a 50th to a 60th of a second, I'm hoping, is fast enough to freeze the train as it's coming across the tracks. And now it's just a matter of setting up here and waiting and hoping that the weather holds out. I don't want the sun to break out because the scene is quite contrasty, with light yellow and pale green leaves all the way through to deep dark greens and the blacks of the tree fern trunks in the background. And if the sun hits it, then there's just way too much contrast to capture in a single image. And with a moving train, then you can't take enough shots to get the HDR or blended settings right.